Tonight's gentle story begins in a quiet prehistoric valley, just as the stars start to twinkle above the ferns and trees. A family of dinosaurs are settling down in their cozy nest after a long day of exploring. Mama Dino hums a soft lullaby while the little ones snuggle into the moss, their tails curled, their eyes getting heavy. All but one. A tiny dinosaur named Davi is still wide awake. While the others yawn and stretch, Davi gazes at the night sky, his heart full of questions. Why do the stars sparkle like that, he wonders. What lies beyond the mountains? Do the glowing comets ever stop to rest? Mama notices her curious hatchling staring up at the sky. Davi, it's time to sleep, she says kindly, nuzzling him. But Davi shakes his head gently. I'm tired, Mama, but I'm not ready to sleep yet. Papa Dino chuckles softly. That little brain of yours is always dreaming, he says. Maybe just one tiny adventure before bed. And with a soft Dino smile, Davi nods, his little feet stepping into the gentle moonlight, ready to see what the night might reveal. The valley shimmered under the moonlight, quiet and still. But Davi, the little dinosaur who didn't want to sleep, was wide awake. While the rest of his family dreamed peacefully in their cozy fern-covered nest, Davi tiptoed away on his small scaly feet, following the silvery path that the stars painted across the ground. The air was cool, the leaves rustled gently, and the night felt like it was waiting just for him. Not far from the nest, Davi came across a quiet hill where a soft glow pulsed from behind a tall cluster of ferns. Curious, he pushed through the leaves and gasped. In the center of a small clearing stood a plant he had only heard about in stories, a night bloom fern. Its petals shimmered like stardust, casting a gentle light that bathed the clearing in magic. Hello, Davi whispered. The plant didn't speak, of course, but the air seemed to hum in response. Davi sat beside it and imagined it telling him tales of faraway skies and ancient comets. He closed his eyes for a moment and listened to the quiet around him. The chirp of a cricket, the slow sway of the trees, the tiny crackle of a beetle passing by. He sighed. The world is so big, he said softly, and I've only just begun to see it. Just then, a fluttering shadow passed overhead. Davi looked up and saw something gliding across the sky. It was a pterosaur, wings wide, moving gracefully in the starlight. Whoa! Davi called out. The pterosaur swooped lower and landed gently beside him. She was tall and sleek, with feathers like soft moss and eyes full of warmth. You're up awfully late, little one, she said with a smile. I couldn't sleep, Davi replied. I want to see what's out here when everyone else is sleeping. The pterosaur tilted her head. You've got a brave heart. Would you like to see the stars up close? Davi's eyes sparkled. Can I? Really? Hop on, she said gently, lowering a wing. With a flutter of excitement, Davi climbed onto her back. In moments, they were rising through the air, higher than Davi had ever been. The trees below shrank, the sky above expanded, and the stars. Oh, the stars, they twinkled like tiny flames in an endless dark sea. Do you see that big bright one? The pterosaur said. That's Star Mother. She watches over the valley. Davi nodded slowly, wide-eyed. It looks like it's smiling. The wind whispered through his ears as they glided. For a moment, Davi felt as though he truly could touch the stars. The moon shone full and gentle, and in that light, he felt wrapped in a giant sky hug. After a few peaceful loops above the treetops, the pterosaur dipped low and landed beside a quiet stream. Davi slid off her back, his feet touching the cool earth again. Thank you, he said, looking up at her. Stars are beautiful, she said. But remember, so is sleep. With a wink, she flapped her wings and disappeared into the sky. Davi stood quietly for a while, the echo of wind still in his heart. Then he noticed tiny prints on the ground, soft and round, leading into a patch of moonlit grass. Curious as ever, Davi followed them. The trail led him to a small, furry creature nestled under a wide-leafed plant. It was a mammal, fuzzy and warm-looking, with twitchy ears and a friendly smile. Hello, the creature said. You're not usually out at night, are you? Davy shook his head. I'm exploring. I want to know what the world looks like after bedtime. The little mammal giggled. Then you've chosen the best time. Night has a special kind of quiet. It's like the world is whispering secrets. Davy sat beside her. Do you ever wonder what stars feel like? Or what it's like to be a bird? Always, she said. That's why I dream. In dreams I can fly, swim, and dance on moonbeams. That's what sleep does. It turns wondering into adventure. Davy thought about that. Dreams sound nice. But I like real adventures too. The little mammal chuckled. Oh, dreams are real. Just softer. Davy smiled. Maybe I'll try dreaming after I meet just one more friend. The mammal waved a fuzzy paw. Follow the fireflies. They'll show you. And they did. A trail of glowing dots danced ahead of Davy, leading him to a shallow pond nestled between the roots of two ancient trees. There, he found 3 green frogs sitting on lily pads, their bellies rising and falling as they hummed a slow, sleepy song. Hello, Davy called. The frogs blinked slowly. A dinosaur. Out so late. One of them croaked. I couldn't sleep, Davy said. I'm learning what everyone else does while I'm supposed to be in bed. The frogs nodded. We greet the moon by swimming and singing, one said. Would you like to try? I don't know how, Davy admitted. Neither did we, said another. You learn by floating first. Just like in dreaming. One frog splashed gently into the water and beckoned Davy with a webbed hand. The little dinosaur hesitated, then stepped forward. His toes touched the water, cool, smooth, still. He waded in. The frogs stayed close. Let the water hold you, they said. He did. Soon he was gliding gently across the pond. He didn't know if he was swimming or dreaming. Maybe both. The stars above rippled in the water below. His eyes grew heavier, his breath slower. Floating on his back with his little arms spread wide, Davy whispered, This is like flying. Only softer. The frogs sang a lullaby, slow and deep, full of croaks and hums and peace. Davy blinked at the stars. They look like fireflies, he murmured, drifting through the sky. From somewhere deep in the woods, an owl hooted. Davy yawned. I think I'm ready to go home now, he said softly. A familiar figure appeared just beyond the trees. It was the same pterosaur, wings folded gently, eyes full of kindness. Climb on, she said. Let's take you back to your warm little nest. Davy smiled sleepily. Will the stars still be here tomorrow? They always are, she replied. Waiting. He tucked himself under her wing, nestled between soft feathers, warm from flight. As they soared gently back toward the nest, Davy closed his eyes. He thought of the night fern, the mammal's whisper, the frog's lullaby. He thought of floating on stars and flying through dream skies. And finally, the little dinosaur felt ready to rest. The sky above the valley stretched wide and peaceful, its colors fading from deep indigo to soft velvet. A few stars still blinked like sleepy eyes, keeping watch over the quiet world below. The gentle whoosh of wings whispered through the trees as the pterosaur glided gently back toward the nest, carrying one very tired little dinosaur nestled against her feathers. Davy's eyes were already half closed. His little body, warmed from the night air and tired from his big adventure, was growing heavy. His thoughts were soft now, floating like feathers on the breeze. He remembered the frog's lullaby, the mammal's whisper about dream adventures, the glow of the night bloom fern, and how it had lit up the dark like a tiny galaxy. The pterosaur touched down at the edge of the nest with barely a sound. Davy blinked slowly and looked up at her. Thank you, he whispered, his voice a gentle puff of air. She smiled down at him. Sleep well, little star traveler. He curled into the soft moss beside his siblings. Mama Dino was already awake and waiting. She covered him gently with a blanket of fern leaves and kissed the top of his head. Welcome home, my curious one. Davy murmured something about stars and hopping frogs and floating above the trees, but the words drifted away before he finished the sentence. His body was already sinking into the softness of sleep. And now, little listener, just like Davi, you too can begin to rest. Let your body grow still. Let your arms rest at your sides and your legs soften. Can you feel how heavy your body feels now? That's your body telling you it's safe to rest. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. With each breath, you're becoming quieter, calmer, more peaceful. Imagine that you're curled up in your own cozy nest, soft and warm. The stars are peeking in from the sky above, and a gentle breeze carries the sweet scent of flowers and night air. Your bed is holding you, just like the mossy nest holds Davi. Now picture yourself rising gently from your bed, not with your body, but with your imagination. Let your thoughts lift you like wings. You're floating, slowly, gently, up into the night sky. Up, up like a bubble rising into the air. Up past the trees, past the mountain tops, into the sky filled with clouds that look like marshmallows. Can you see them? Some are big and fluffy like dinosaur tails. Others are small and soft, like little tufts of cotton. Pick one and lie down on it. It's soft, isn't it? Oh, squishy. Oh, safe. The cloud wraps around you like a warm hug. You sink into it. You feel light like starlight. You feel safe. Breathe in and out. Feel your toes relax. Now your legs. Now your belly. Your arms. Your fingers. And finally your face. Smooth and calm. Let your eyelids become heavy. Let your thoughts become slower. Let everything drift. Now imagine you're floating on a sleepy sea of clouds. They stretch out in all directions, glowing silver in the moonlight. You can lie back on them, roll over in them, or even bounce a little if you'd like. Look around. Maybe there's a friendly dragon curled up nearby, blowing soft puffs of mist from its nose. Maybe there are fluffy sheep bouncing gently from cloud to cloud. Perhaps a turtle is gliding through the sky, slow and calm, riding the wind like a boat. In your dream world, you can go anywhere. Swim in a sky river. Slide down a moonbeam. Tiptoe across lily pads made of light. Nothing is too big or too small. Anything is possible here. If any worries from your day are still floating in your mind, that's okay. You don't have to hold them now. Let them rise like balloons. Let them drift up into the sky and fade into the stars. They're not needed here. 'Cause right now you are resting. You are warm. You are safe. You are loved. Davi is dreaming too. Maybe in your dream, you'll find him floating beside you. Maybe you'll explore together, discovering moon caves, singing lullabies to fireflies, learning to hop with frogs on cloud-shaped lily pads. The world is still, the stars are blinking slower now. The night is watching over you. Breathe in and out as you drift deeper and deeper into a peaceful, dreamy sleep. The clouds begin to rock you, swaying gently. The waves, soft, rhythmic waves carrying you toward a dreamland full of wonder. There might be a field filled with twinkling mushrooms, each one singing a different sleepy tune. Or a mountain made of marshmallows and moss, where sleepy baby dinosaurs curl up in crevices to dream. Or maybe your dream leads you to a treehouse in the sky, where stars gather like fireflies to read stories just for you. Wherever your dreams take you, you are exactly where you need to be. Heavy now, ill now, wrapped in the warmth of night. Just like Davi, the little dinosaur who didn't want to sleep, but found his dreams waiting patiently all along. So close your eyes, let go, and fall gently, softly, beautifully, into sleep. Good night, little one. Sleep tight. We'll meet again in the land of dreams.